The conflict in eastern DRC, sparked by the M23 rebel group, has resulted in loss of lives and property. The rebels claim to be fighting for their rights as Congolese citizens, which has led to the public tension and attracted the attention of East African leaders. In a virtual meeting on January 23, 2025, heads of state from the East African community discussed the conflict and made several decisions. Among the decisions were to engage the government of DRC into peaceful negotiations. M23.
President Museveni.
Your Excellencies, I think the way forward would be, one, what you said, to really insist to His Excellency Tshisekedi that he talks directly to these people who are M23 and those people who are...
Addressing the media in Kampala, the head of East African Community Affairs, Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga, revealed that the leaders urged the DRC government to engage in peaceful transitions.
So the summit urged the government of DRC to protect the diplomatic missions, because that's an obligation under the Vienna Convention, the lives and property of the people concerned. The summit also called the parties to the conflict to cease hostilities and observe an immediate and unconditional ceasefire and facilitate humanitarian access to the affected population.
Kadaga, however, attributed the conflict to a misconception about who is Congolese, blaming it on colonialism.
We are negotiating, but you know, the problem of the DRC in the east there is misconception about who is Congolese and who is not Congolese. And this is the problem of we have to blame the colonialists, because in the partition of Africa, the tribe of the Tutsi was divided. Part of them remained in Congo, part of them went to Rwanda. But it was one community, that was the kingdom of Ushu, it was the kingdom of Rwanda. Then it was cut, so the people remained here, others went there. Similarly, you remember when we had Agura Wori here? Agura Wori is a Ugandan, his brother is the president there, their father is the same. But what would you do about it?
She also clarified that Uganda is not linked to M23.
Now, Uganda as an accused country, I think that is really a misnomer. What I can say is that at some stage when the M23 were fighting, our president asked them to stop so that they could discuss with the governments in the DRC. But when they waited for a long time, no, actually, he asked them to come here, and they were staying in a camp in Uganda, awaiting the outcome of the discussions with their government. But when the discussions took long, they went back because they were frustrated. They did not see progress at the speed at which they wanted.
A follow-up summit was held on February 8, 2025 in Dar es Salaam under the presidency of His Excellency William Ruto to promote harmony in Eastern DRC.
So the joint summit collected that both the EAC and SADC had delivered on the security situation and called one for cessation of hostilities and an immediate ceasefire, restoration of essential utilities and supply lines of food and other essential commodities to support the population, peaceful resolution of the conflict through the Rwanda process under President Lorenko and the Nairobi process under President Uhuru Kenyatta. The joint summit considered our report and emphasized the need for political and diplomatic engagement as the only solution to the conflict in the eastern DRC. So the summit directed the Chiefs of Defense Forces of the EAC and the SADC to meet within 5 days and provide technical direction on the immediate and unconditional ceasefire and cessation of hostilities, to deliver on provision of humanitarian assistance, including repatriation of the dead and evacuation of the injured. You may recall that several of the SADC forces were killed in the DRC, and they have to be, arrangements have to be made for evacuating their dead bodies, and also those who are injured.
The March 23 or the M23 movement is one of more than 100 armed groups fighting Congolese forces in the mineral-rich Eastern DRC. It has been present in North Kivu province, in areas bordering Rwanda and Uganda and has more than 8,000 fighters, according to the United Nations. Naguja Serena, NSTV.